I'm Staley Weidman. I'm with the Catamaran Company in Fort Lauderdale. This is Miss Kirsty, a Sunreef 62, located here in Fort Lauderdale and currently offered for sale on Catamaran Row. If any questions or need any information, please contact me. All the way forward on the Sunreef 62, we have a furling drum here. This is for a code 0 or a furling Jenniker. As we come back a little bit further, we have a furling Genoa, and a little bit further back we have a furling staysail. These are all led back to the cockpit. You can see the lines disappear below the deck, come back up there. They're led to the Flybridge, and on the Flybridge there's an electric furling winch there that all these lines are controlled by, so quite easy to handle. Very simple system, much easier to look after than hydraulics and electrics and that sort of thing. You got the teak decks up here forward. They're probably ready for a sanding, but they're still in good shape. You got a crew hatch here, another one on the other side for storage or a crew cabin. Large anchor, that's a CQR anchor. And then we have a bridle system that leads up forward that attaches to the anchor chain that would go out forward in a bridle arrangement, or if you were picking up a mooring ball. Here we've got a locker for the anchor windlass for the chain. The rest of these lockers are for storage. Carbon fiber mast, and if we look up on this mast, you'll see it also has a carbon fiber boom. And then up forward you have a FLIR night vision infrared camera that articulates around from the helm position. Above that, a deck light, loud hailer, searchlight that's movable, high and low settings at the helm, and then the radome for the radar. Mast was taken down 2 years ago, inspected, all the hardware redone and repainted, same with the boom. The windows are all in good shape. They're clear, there's no delamination. I don't see any signs of leaks here. The frames are all in good shape. Good quality stainless work that you typically see out of Sunreef. Rigging shows in good condition. This is where the sheets are located for the code 0 or Jenniker. They go through turning blocks here. They're led up to the clue on the code 0. And we go up on the Flybridge, I'm going to show you where those sheets come out. They're nicely concealed inside the boat, so it doesn't obstruct your area where you're walking or obstruct the line on the boat. Isinglass is clear, in good shape, plenty of deck space. We'll walk through the cockpit. On both sides of the boat, we have a nice space to hold 3 dive tanks. There's another set on the other side of the boat. All the cushions show in good shape. We've got a chart plotter and radar display here at the lower cockpit area. Nice JL audio speakers throughout. This is the other locker here for 3 more dive bottles. Nice Sunreef craftsmanship. We've got a small wet bar area here with some storage below. This window works as a pass-through between the galley, so on the other side of this window is the counter inside the galley area. When we go up on the Flybridge, we'll have a look around there. We're up here on the Flybridge. There's a fantastic view. You can see all the sails, All the control lines for the boat are led here to the Flybridge. There's 5 winches here that basically control everything. These are electric 2-speed Harken winches. This is upgraded Raymarine electronics, chart plotter, radar, infrared camera display. There's also some remote cameras around the boat. Up forward, there's 2 underneath the coach roof. There's another small camera here. These move around, you can articulate the position, and the display comes up on the chart plotter either here or below. It's a nice bimini enclosure. This is in good shape. The fabric's good, stainless steel's nice and solid, no rust stains. Here at the helm, you have electronic engine controls, 2 bow thrusters, one on the port side, one on the starboard side. You can use them independently or together. Got a stereo control. These are the updated Yanmar engine panels. Control here for the anchor windlass, so we've got a chain counter with a memory function. And when we're looking up on the mast earlier, I showed you the remote spotlight. This is the control for that, to move that around. And then the FLIR camera is controlled from this display. We have a seating area here. You can probably fit 6 people there. And then this table, or sorry, the seat switches around. So you have a nice seating area here, kind of a high top, gonna have a drink. Looking aft, we've got 2 surfboard racks here. Those are stand-up paddle boards on this boat. And then you can see the 2 satellite receiver domes. Remember we're walking down that passageway? I showed you where that line disappeared in the side of the coach roof. Here's where it comes out. Sunreef does this with a lot of their designs. I think it's quite nice. You can obviously see the quality of the hardware. That's led here to this big primary winch, and that would control the sheets on your code 0. And that's a sail that would be all the way forward on that furling drum. And all 3 of those furling lines, they all come here. They're controlled by this electric winch. All right, let's have a look at the aft deck. All right, here on the aft deck, we have 2 fittings here. Those are for a swim ladder. Fitting here is for a passer-rail that fits into that socket and goes out onto the deck. That's emergency tiller fitting. Got LED lighting along the steps. It's a swim shower here, hot and cold water. And then, like a lot of these Sunreefs, you have a dinghy lifting system where these arms will come down, pick up the dinghy. There's a wired remote in that hatch over there to control it. And then once the dinghy's lifted up, these arms go out, past the transom and these chocks that the dinghy sits on, and then lowers it into the water. It's quite an easy maneuver and totally secures a large dinghy on the back of the boat. I'm in the port engine room. On this side we have a Bauer dive compressor. This one's nearly new. I think there's very few hours on it, if any. I know the owner of the boat wasn't a diver, so it rarely got used. Got a nice fuel management system here. You can see the engine and the gen fuel filters and the AlgaX and flow scan controls. The engine show in good condition. Got a Northern Lights generator here, only 1,200 hours on it. Everything looks very clean and in good shape. Here we're on the starboard side in the engine compartment. There's a second generator on this boat. It's a Northern Lights. It has 7,600 hours on it. On this side, we've got the sea recovery water maker. It's got the membranes mounted here, all in good shape. And then the AC chillers are here in the back. Everything's in good running order. All right, I think that wraps up our tour of the Sunreef 62.